Maybe, yeah.
As you wish. Hello, everyone. How are you today? If you can see me and hear me clearly, can you please let me know in the chat so I know that we're good to go? So just a smiley face, thumbs up, or yes, we can hear you. Anything would work. Just so I know that everything is working well on your side. I see you guys are typing, so wait, it's okay, Andrea. Thank you so much, Andrea. So yes, we can hear you. I can hear you. Awesome. Thank you so much, guys. So hello, everyone. My name is Carla Plasencia, and on behalf of the student world, I welcome you to today's live session with studying in Czech Republic, which is an amazing destination, and you will get to know why in just a minute. I just want to show you how the platform works on your side. So there on the right side of your screen, you have the chat. There, if you can let us know where you're from, desde donde nos están viendo, that will be awesome. So we can get to know you a little bit better and just give a more like personal presentation to you all. So I see Giovanni, Peru, Gabriel, El Salvador, Andrea, Peru, Honduras, Venezuela, Guatemala, Ecuador. Oh my God, this is great. This is so exciting. So happy to see so many different nationalities. I'm speaking in English just in case we have someone from Brazil. But you can ask your questions in Spanish as well, and we can help you with the translation in case it's needed. Si necesitan, pueden hacer sus preguntas en español y nosotros nos podemos ayudar. Solo estamos hablando en inglés en caso de que haya alguien de Brasil. Okay, so this is on the chat side. Then we have the questions. In case you have any questions, please type them on the questions tab. I will keep an eye on them during the presentation and we will have a Q&A session at the end. And I think that's it from my side. I see Bolivia, Rodrigo, bienvenido. Now I'm going to introduce you to our awesome team from today. All girls. So this is girl power. This is great. So we have Paulina and Ariana, which are ambassadors. They are both from Mexico. And now we have Sandra and Andrea, and they are all in the Czech Republic, and they are sharing with us a little bit of their very late night to share this amazing opportunity that they have for you guys. So welcome, ladies. Thank you so much for being here, and the stage is all yours. I think Sandra is having a little bit of a clinching problem, like a tech issue on her side.
Let's give it one more minute and then maybe I can start. But the first part of the presentation is Sandra's. So
Yeah, no worries. I will try to fix it from here. And Sandra, if you can hear me, you can refresh your browser, and that could solve the issue. Yeah, exactly. Okay, guys, just bear with us. We know technology can be a little bit hard, but I see Sandra is here again. And she's getting ready to join. Meanwhile, you can let us know in the comments, like, have you ever heard of the Czech Republic before this presentation? Are you new to this? What are your thoughts if you have? And Sandra, you're here. Can
Okay,
you hear us?
hear me now?
Yes. Awesome.
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm sorry, some connection issues. Okay. Well, thank you so much for the introduction, Carola. And if you guys can hear me well, is it okay? Can you let me know? Perfect. Thank you for the introduction. Thank you to my colleagues, to Andrea for coming, joining us today, and to our ambassadors, Ariana and Paulina. They will share their student experience in Czechia with you. So stay tuned for that. And I will quickly introduce Study in Czechia. We are your official English speaking of information. We operate under the Czech Ministry of Education. So whatever doubts, whatever questions you have about studying in university in Czechia, just get in touch with us. Well, we would like to tell you some reasons why Czechia is the smart choice for your university studies. If you want to study at a university with a great quality and affordability ratio, it's the smart choice for you. Let us show you why. Well, the thing is that studying and living in Czechia, it both comes at a really good price. The living costs are really affordable and the tuition fees as well. But still, the education itself, it's really high quality. Czech universities have over 1,000 study programs in English to offer to international students. And we think that's plenty to choose from. And 18%, currently it's 18% of all university students in Czechia are international students. This makes the international community quite big and you surely will find your place to fit in. Another great advantage of studying in Czechia is the possibility to work during your studies. The schedules are really work-friendly and work-life, study-life balance friendly. So you can even have time to work part-time, and many Czech and international students do so. Another thing is the location of the country. Well, in only 2 to 3 hours, you can get to another European country, Germany, Austria, and it is super easy to travel around Europe. As I was saying, it is also super affordable to live and study in the country. Currently, we are ranked as the third most affordable country in Europe. And what is really nice to know is that 97% of our international graduates of Czech universities would recommend studying in Czechia. They would choose it again to study at Czech university. We have also a national alumni program. So once you finish your university journey in Czechia, you can join it and stay in touch forever with the country. Okay, so here's a quick overview of the housing prices, food and drinks prices, also public transport. As you can see, it's all really very friendly. I would say that food, it's really, really affordable to, if you go to student canteens or even in restaurants, apartment rents, or you can stay at university dorms, and with the possibility to work while studying, it's a really, really good choice. One thing that is nice to have is that you automatically have as a student is the student card, and there are many discounts that come with having the student card for your public transport tickets, also for some restaurants, cafes. So it's really interesting. Once you finish your studies in Czechia, you've got free entry into the labor market. So the employability is pretty good. And you can get a special type of visa, which allows you to stay for 9 months after graduation to find a job or to start a business. And as I was saying, the share of international students in Czechia is pretty big. So currently it's more than 54,000 international students in the country, and we are super glad to have them here. Some facts and figures. Well, the language is Czech, which is not really similar to Spanish or Portuguese, but no worries because as I was saying, the environment is international and many people, especially from our generation, they do speak English. So that's fine. The country is quite small. The population is around 10, well, almost 11 million people. And we are, of course, a EU member state. So when you get your visa to stay in Czechia, it allows you to travel to other European countries. So that's a good point to know. Our capital city is Prague. I don't know if you've heard of it, but it has been ranked many times as the most beautiful city in the world. We are pretty proud of it. And well, the climate, it can be challenging sometimes. It gets quite cold during winters, but we get snow here. So that's a really nice experience for many international students, sometimes even for the first time. And higher education institutions, well, there's over 50 of these, 26 public ones and 28 private ones to state. So you get to choose from many programs. Here's a graph that describes the share of international students. So as you can see, the percentage of international students has been rising quite significantly. I would say like in 2014, it was a little bit more than 10%, and now we are over 15%, and we would like to get to 20% as soon. And for that, we are more than ready to welcome you guys. Okay, and as I was saying, the offer of study programs is quite wide. So it's over 1,000 degree programs in English and in other foreign languages if you'd be interested in studying linguistics, for instance. There are also summer and winter schools. These are short-term study programs that last from 2 to 4 weeks, and language and preparatory courses. So you can first, if you will be interested in studying in Czech, you can first study 1 year language preparatory course and then start your degree studies in Czech language. So there's really many to choose from, and it can be a bit overwhelming at the beginning, but trust me, it's like if you break it into small steps, it's always easier, right? So first, to find out more about Czech universities and the programs that they offer, you might want to go to our website, studyin.cz, and also follow our social media, where we give tips on how to find your study program. Also, our ambassadors, they provide many tips and so much useful information on how to start your university journey. And you can also see what studying in Czechia looks like through their takeovers. So I definitely recommend following us. And when you'll be looking for a specific study program, for instance, you already know that you want to study engineering or, as I was saying, linguistics or medicine, then you just need to go to our portal, which is, okay, there are more portals. There are actually many portals that you can find on the internet, but our portal is created together with Czech universities. So you know that the information there is updated and it is always official and verified. So that's why we recommend to use it. Then you'll just see the university requirements, the documents you need to provide to be able to do application submission and do the entrance exam if there's any, apply for a visa, and then once you get accepted, check out where you're going to live, make friends, and maybe look for the part-time job. So this is a quick overview of a little sneak peek, let's say, of the portal where you can look for study programs. There's the QR, but no worries. We will definitely send the link to you later, or you will easily find it on our website, where you can choose the field that you would like to study, and then you'll see the full offer of study programs of Czech universities. And as I was saying, no worries if you don't speak Czech, because the international community is here for you, as well as English-speaking people. To be honest, I was saying that our generation speaks English, and well, generation of my parents, for example, it's like, I don't know, every second or third person they speak quite well. So, but like within our generation, it's all good. And if you would like to speak Czech, then there are many options for you: summer schools, short-term programs, or language courses that last for 1 year. And these can be organized by universities or by private institutions. Okay, here you can see a map of Czech cities. The capital is in the middle, more or less, and most of the universities are located there. But if you fancy getting to know the true Czechia and its culture, it's maybe worth going into a smaller town. So you can go to the portal, to our website. There's the same map, and you can check it out as well. Another thing is that many universities offer their own scholarships, and you can also get scholarships from the government or from other organizations. So if you're concerned about the financial part of supporting your studies, then there's information about that on our website as well. And one thing that I wanted to mention as well is that you can consider Czechia as having this invisible scholarship, since the tuition fees are really affordable and the living costs as well. It's many students don't even need the scholarships. Really, if you compare the tuition fees to other European countries or other nations worldwide, it's really affordable and friendly. Okay. Also, if you are interested in research or more technical studies, we've got 8 European centers of excellence that unite entities from European states to cooperate together, 40 regional research centers, and also the Czech Academy of Sciences has its own research institutes. Moreover, Czech universities, many of them, they have their own research centers as well. Okay. There are some university rankings as well. Czech universities overall are really successful in all kinds of international rankings. For example, As you can see, there are 2 universities in the top 10 in Europe and Central Asia QS ranking, also 10 universities in the top 1,000 in the QS world rankings, and 3 of them are even in the top 500. And as you can see, there are also other rankings where you can find Czech universities. Okay, and that's it from me. Now I'll let my colleague Andrea speak and tell you more about students from your region that might be interesting for you to hear what the most popular study programs for students from Latin America are and see some statistics maybe. So thank you so much for listening to me, and I'll be here at the end ready to answer your questions.
Thank you, Sandra. Hi, guys. I hope that this next section won't be too boring. It's not too long. I only have few charts. Let's start with the first one. Well, that's not the chart, but here on this slide you can see the top 3 fields of study that students from Latin America come to study in Czechia, and it's social sciences, journalism, and information. That's the first one. The second one are natural sciences, maths, and statistics, and the third one is business and administration and law. I see my screen is yeah. Can you hear me now? I think that I might have weak Wi-Fi connection, so I hope it's gonna be fine. Yeah, perfect.
We can hear you. If you want, maybe you
Okay.
can turn off your camera, and that might help with the connection.
Okay, perfect. I'll try that. Next, you can see the whole overview of degree programs from last year, from 2022. As I've already said, the top 3 study programs, but you can see how many students study the other ones. The least students study education and services. But I wouldn't say that it's because our education is bad, but it's mostly focused on Czech schools, and it might be difficult to study it in English language, but there are for sure programs that you can study in English, but there might be fewer than, for example, for social studies, for social sciences, because it's more open and yeah. So let's go for the chart. Here you can see the number of short-term students and full degree students over the years. As you can see, the number of short-term students peaked in 2019. I think it's safe to say that the decreasing number of students coming to Czechia after 2020 has been because of COVID, but the number of full degree students is quite steady rising. So we would like to keep that number, these numbers, and yes. Now, yeah, after COVID, I think that the short-term programs have not yet started to fully carry it on, but hopefully in the next year, maybe when we have the data for this year, it might be better. But as you can see, it's not a bad number either. Yes, so I think that was all for the numbers. If you have any other questions regarding that, you can ask that in the chat, and I'll try to answer it later. But I hope everything was clear. For example, for which university is the one that students from Latin America choose the most. It's Charles University, and it might be because Charles University is the biggest university in Czechia, and it has a lot of faculties and a lot of programs, and it's based in Prague. But it's not that Charles University is the best and the others are worse. That's definitely not the case. Every university is good at something at their own programs. So if you'd be interested in studying in Czechia, definitely check our portal, check all the programs that you are interested in and the universities that offer that. The numbers, Maria, does that include medicine? Yes, I think yes, but after I give the word to our ambassadors, I'll check my table and get back to you. Now, really short introduction of study in Czechia was already, Sunny already made an introduction at the beginning. I'll just, yes, there's a really interesting question in the chat. I'm sorry that I'm keeping interrupting myself, but yes, there are definitely programs for international relations. I actually studied that, and it's a great program, and there are many of them in English. So it definitely won't be a problem to find some according to your needs. Study in Czechia is an initiative under Czech National Agency for International Education and Research. And this agency is publicly funded organization falling under the competence of the Ministry of Education, Youth and Sports. And the main objectives are, as you can see on the screen, are supporting internationalization in education, promoting Czech education and research abroad, providing information, advisory, and analytical services, and managing international education programs and networks. Study in Czechia is a program that belongs under the agency, and it promotes Czech higher education abroad by promotion of university studies in Czechia, by cooperating with Czech diplomatic missions and Czech centers abroad. So I'm not sure for Latin America, but there might be some events at the local Czech centers or embassies that promote study in Czechia as well. And we are mediating offers for cooperation and organization of networking events. Another interesting and important part of Study in Czechia initiative is our alumni program, which is quite new. And after you've studied in Czechia, you can participate in it. It's a program for all international alumni of Czech higher education institutions, and it aims to support the internalization of higher education institutions, promote the good image of Czechia abroad, and mediate professional opportunities. And it's also a great program to stay in touch with your friends that studied in Czechia as well, and building the community of foreign students in Czechia. Who can join? Basically anyone who studied in Czechia for at least 1 month. So even if you go to Czechia for Erasmus, you can then join the program and stay in touch with us through many events, many of which are online or sometimes through embassy in your country. through the QR code, you can scan it and you'll get to our website where you can find these publications. You can just go quickly through that. They are not long. You've already seen the map of Czech universities, but it's nice to see it again and go through it because we only skipped through that. And the Czech higher education brochure is definitely a good guide for those of you who decide to study in Czechia. And at the website, you'll find a new publication as well, which is a survey among international alumni of Czech universities. So there is a survey that asked international students how they liked studying in Czechia. You might find there very honest answers. We are not trying to hide that sometimes living in a foreign country might be difficult, and Czechia is not perfect. But I'd like to say that it's not bad here. It's really good. But definitely, if you want to see an honest view, check this publication, check this survey, and definitely check our social media. You can find us at on Instagram. You can check out our YouTube. You can definitely follow our Facebook page because basically everything that's important and interesting we post on our Facebook. And definitely visit our website because you'll see the portal, you'll see the publications, you'll see other tips. And yes, thank you, Sandra, for sending these. And and we are moving to our last part, which is an ambassador program. Through these QR codes, you can get to student blog that is written by our ambassadors. The ambassadors program is quite new, but we see it as a great opportunity to stay in contact with our international students and promote the real life of international students in Czechia. You can check Facebook group, you can check Instagram. It's really interesting, and I'd like to thank our ambassadors, Paulina and Ariana, who are here with us today. And by that, I would like to end my part of the presentation and give my word to them. I'd like to thank everyone, and we'll get back to the questions after the end of the presentation. Many of the questions might be answered by our ambassadors, so we'll get back to that. Thank you so much.
Hello, can you hear me? Yeah. And I cannot listen to you, Ari, so check your microphone. And done. Well, welcome. I will introduce myself. My name is Paulina. I am from Mexico City, and currently I'm studying in Brno. It's the second biggest city of the Czech Republic, and I'm studying international relations in Masaryk University. I saw that someone asked if there is like international relations program. Yes, hi. Hello, can you hear now?
Now I can hear you. I think you muted yourself by mistake. So we heard until that you're studying international relations.
Okay, okay. Well, yeah, I only added that I'm studying in Brno and that it's the biggest second city, but I have met other people that are studying the same program in different cities because I saw that someone asked something about this program. And there are like programs for bachelor, for master, and for even for PhD. So it's a very common program. And well, I came here to the Czech Republic because I was studying the same bachelor international relations back in Mexico, and I love it. I love the topic. I love the courses, but I was not feeling like the international experience. And I think it's like an essential part of that program because it's different to learn everything just by the book or by the teacher that is telling you the things or read about topics. But I think like since I came here, I learned that by experience because I have like friends from the countries when we are studying, for example. Uh, or if you travel to certain country, you understand what you are studying in the courses or what you are reading about. So I think that's like the key point why I decided to come here, and I think it was successful because I was looking for that and I got it. I think my favorite part of studying here is like having friends from different parts of the world, so you can listen to different perspectives, different opinions, and at the end, I think you learn more about that than just going like to the school and listen just one opinion for one teacher. So, well, that's how I ended up here in Brno. I don't know if Ari wants to introduce herself before we share different topics.
Hello. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes, we can
Yes,
hear
we
you.
can.
Okay, great. Can someone help me to open my camera because I don't know what happened? I think it's blocked or something. Well,
I sent you the request.
yeah, I clicked it. It's not working. Well, does not matter. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. This is Ariana. I am from Mexico City as well. Well, I came here to Brno, Czechia, 3 years and a half ago. My main bachelor program is International Territorial Studies slash International Development. Here you have different kind of programs if you want to get into the internationalization, and it's great for different kind of for opportunities. The reason why I decided to come here specifically, it was because I wanted to go and explore much more that I was shown. I love my country. I love where I'm coming and everything. Unfortunately, there were other kind of well, not unfortunately, because fortunately I came here. I was trying to search for different opportunities abroad, and Czechia had everything that I needed. I had like that hunger uh, for like eating the world, the whole world itself. And Czechia got me everything I wanted in that like moment when I was trying to find my courses. I checked how close was from everywhere to go and live and travel around and to have all of this study experience, which we are going to speak with you today, Pau and I. Firstly, I would like to ask Pau, how has been your experience here in Czechia?
Nah. Um, well, I already said that I really like it until now. I have also been here like for 2 years and a half, almost 3 years, because I started my program during COVID. So the first semester I stayed at home, and then I came here, and now everything is normal. But I wanted to say something about the university, and we don't want to focus on the traditional courses because like they are really good. The quality of education here is amazing. But we were surprised. We were talking this morning about our experience here, and we both were surprised about some other things that the university offers you. And that, for example, we compared to our universities in Mexico, and maybe it was more difficult there, or we didn't have those opportunities. For example, I have been in short programs. I think Sandra already mentioned it, that the Czech Republic offers summer programs or study abroad programs. So if you are studying here as a full-time student, you have the same opportunities as a Czech person. So you can go on Erasmus with the Erasmus scholarship. So basically, they will give you money to study in a different city or in a different country for one semester or for 1 year. Ariane can tell you a little bit more about it because she was in this program. I was only in short programs, so I was like with everything paid with a scholarship for 2 weeks in Hungary. And I also took a lot of courses from different universities. I took, I think, 2 courses from a university in Finland, another from Germany, from the UK. And at the end, it's amazing because it adds a lot of value to my CV and to my education, well, my academic and my professional life. But and I did it from here, like it was online exchange program. So I was staying in Brno and I was working. I was studying my courses here, and besides, I was studying these international courses, and it counts for your credits for your university. So it's amazing, like this opportunity. I don't know if Ari, you can tell about your experience in Slovenia, like the scholarship that Czech Republic offers, the European Union.
Yeah, thank you very much, Pau, for mentioning all of this great information for everyone. So firstly, I would like to tell you about my experiences abroad too. That is not just it's not just a strategic point where to go and travel around. Of course, we have been traveling, Pau and I. Personally, I've been traveling for over 20 countries in these 3 years and a half that I've been living here. But not just living, not just visiting, as well living them. I was in an Erasmus program in Slovenia, which is which I was. It was really easy for me compared to how like I came here, because I didn't know actually that we were having the same rights as Paulina and Sandra were mentioning, that you get the opportunity to get money for scholarships. I was not in an Erasmus Plus program. They have even more programs that you can go to other universities. Apart from Erasmus, you have bilateral agreements. Each university can take you to many different universities all over the world. It's really easy to get as well the permission from the university to go and have this amazing international exchange experience. And not just that, as well, you have opportunities from the European Union, that they are volunteer activities, which you can go to some countries where they have certain programs according to your field of interest. It could be even for international relations, for innovation, for leadership, for agriculture, etc. So you have many ways where to go, and you will have these stipends from the European Union for everybody. As well, definitely all of these conferences that we have the opportunity to go and participate as part of as being students here of the European Union. Czechia, for me personally, I mean, for both of us, when we were discussing about it, it's one of the easiest countries where we can come as Latin Americans to do all of this paper. We're not saying that it's easy and everything is pink colored. No, for sure, it has its challenges, but definitely it's worth it. I saw one of their questions that it was exactly saying like, if you can work, live, and study here and to get nationality. Unfortunately, to get a nationality, you need to stay here for over 10 years. and But you can have here long-term residences after you are here for 5 years. As a student counts for the half or 2 years and a half. But after you're here for 5 years, you have the right to get the permanent residence, and that's really great. As well, they ask you A2 level conversational check, but still it's really easy as they give you and offer you courses. Here they offer courses as well for free for students for Czech So even though that we don't really need them for going and working and going around, still we appreciate to have these options, these optional courses, as it's always good to have this better connection with the culture itself. Um, we as well have other activities around where we have some workshops or even extra like curricular matters. For example, like sports. Pau has much more experience with the sports, and she can tell
Yeah,
us more about her
yeah, I
experience.
can mention some of them. Yeah, like at least my university, but every university offers this kind of courses. I took a semester of floorball. I don't know if have you heard about it, because I think it's not very common in Latin America, but it's like hockey on ice, but without the ice. So basically, you are playing hockey on the ground, and it was very funny because I was playing only with Czech people, but the course was in English because everything is very English friendly. And it counted for my credits for university. So it's like a win-win because I get my credits, I exercise, I make friends, I interact with like local people, and it was really good. I had another course on, it was called like hiking. So basically, we were going the whole group just hiking to the nature, and I think I really like that about Czech Republic because I think people is very healthy. They like going to the nature and hunting mushrooms or just going for walks. It's full of green areas. Even Prague, that is like the big city. Well, I come from Mexico City. It's also a huge city, and I think we don't have like many green areas that accessible. But here in the whole Czech Republic, it's very easy. You just go on the tram 20 minutes or in the bus 20 minutes, and you are already like in a national protected area or something similar. So I think it's very healthy. Just if you want to disconnect from the noise of the city, you can do it. And what else? Like you can also get cultural activities. In my university, there is like salsa, bachata, so you will not miss it at all if you are like the kind of person that like dancing. And I think we Latin Americans, we will miss it, like we miss it if we are away from home. But here you can get it and even count it as your credits. And Ariane was saying something about the Czech language that you can learn, that you can get the courses for free. For example, I don't speak Czech yet because I think I came here with a medium level of English. And I will tell you, like, if you are in a similar situation, don't be afraid of that because we all come here to learn about it. Uh, and in Mexico, I was not using English at all, like in my daily life. And since I came here, like, you have to use it, so you improve a lot. So if you feel like insecure about your level of English, don't miss this opportunity only because of that, because here you will improve it a lot. And of course, with time, you can also learn Czech. But yeah, like you can even learn more languages. Universities are always offering, especially like for international relations, and they offer, I think, German, Spanish, French, Czech. So it's
I would
very, yeah.
Yeah, sorry. You can continue because I just wanted to mention something about the languages now that you were mentioning exactly for the your university has it.
Ah,
Currently in my bachelor, we have mandatory to study two languages in order to get graduated. So you can choose between Czech, sorry, for Czech, German, French, and Spanish. So these courses, they give you people that they are native speakers. So if you want to improve all of your language skills, not just with English or like Czech, if you are already a polyglot person or that you might be interested in this, as Pau was mentioning, the universities. I'm in a different university from her, so we both have different experiences with the universities here in Brno, which is really great for everybody here as well. As Pau was saying, it's really English friendly. Even though sometimes we might face certain kind of situations, it's great that you will have people that will be always willing to help. Um, as well, mentioning about the artistic and cultural activities. As you could see, we have here drastic changes of weather when we are during winter, and we are minus 15 degrees, minus 10 sometimes. But then during the summer, for example, today it's been really hot and it's been really nice. We were 27 degrees. You can go and do some more sports, for example, such as beach volleyball, or you can go to the pool and have fun. For the cultural aspects, you can go and have concerts and festivals. A lot of street markets all over the cities itself. There are always a lot of opportunities to go outside and to meet much more people. So if you are afraid that you will be coming here alone, I know that it might seem overwhelming in the beginning, but believe me that you are going to have here your friends for life, and that they are going to become your new family, such as Pau and I am, like we are right now with all of the ambassadors here from study in Czechia. An applause.
Yes, because we were saying that we have traveled to many countries since we came here, but I think it's very important to mention that, like, even in Brno, like during this summer, I stayed in Brno. I have not been traveling that much, um, but it's like you never get bored because there is always a concert or a dancing session. Yesterday, I was in the library writing my thesis, and then I went out around 10 p.m., and there was a concert in the restaurant next to the library, and I just stayed there for 2 more hours because it was really nice, like the environment. Uh, so you will never get bored, and even if you want to travel inside the Czech Republic, I think there's a lot of things to see. Like the country is very small, but still, like the amount of things you can see, it's amazing. I have in my Google Maps like a lot of marks of places I want to go, and still I have been here for almost 3 years and I have not visited all of them. Um, but you can go to Prague if you want to, like a day on a city or a weekend in a big city. You can go to the mountains, you can go to the river just to go camping. You have like many options depending on what you like. And yeah, like, I don't know, in 2 weeks or in 3 weeks we are going together, well, with the studying team, to Ostrava. So stay tuned for the content on Instagram. We will be posting a lot of things of Ostrava, so you get to know a little bit more the city. If it's a good city to study, you can see videos of the university. But yeah, like when we say that we have traveled a lot, we don't always mean internationally. Like even inside the Czech Republic, it's amazing. Or even inside Brno, I'm still discovering new places that I have never been before. I don't know if you want to add something related to that, Ari.
Well, I think each city that we go, it has its own charm. As well, I go and I put all of the points. I cover all of the points where to the places that I want to go. Um, I used to live in Prague last year, so as well I was discovering a lot of like new places, and then as well going and traveling around the Bohemian region as well. Like you could see all of the contrast between, like, even that is Czechia, you still have different cultural shocks inside of the country, and it's like really nice to be part of these local communities. They teach you their traditions, and they are always welcoming here.
Yeah. And
For those aspects, I think Czechia in general is not it. It was like, yes, I came here for an academic decision, but it has helped me as well in the personal one, in the interpersonal one, meeting people from all over the world, having like all of these nice experiences, as well, like working with people in professionally in different areas. And for example, here while I've been studying, I've been working without any problem. You can get even full-time jobs or part-time jobs. You have the right to work after you finish your studies. So here you have a lot of options and a lot of really nice projects from all of the different areas.
Yeah.
That you can keep growing and discovering at the same time. So that's amazing.
Yeah, I wanted to mention that we are saying that we are traveling and doing a lot of stuff even inside the city, but we both are working. I think none of us like receive big amounts from our families. So what we love about Czech Republic is that you can work, study, and still have a social life or travel life in a perfect balance. Like everything we have done, it's like with our own money that we have been working during the weekends, after school, before school, between school. So it's just like about organizing, and like money is not a problem because it's um, it's very common. Like I think almost all of my friends are working here and studying, and but that's the reason why we can travel, like to like once in a while get that fancy trip we all want. Or like last weekend I just went camping because we said like, okay, we don't have a lot of money, so we just took our tent and we went camping. So it's very funny just to experience that with a community that is experiencing the same as you, and just share all those memories with the people you meet here.
Yeah, everybody's. Thank you very much for sharing your experience, and thank you very much, everybody, for listening to us. We are waiting here for you, so with open arms and always willing to help. Don't please don't hesitate to contact us. We have all of our social media and Instagram. You can ask us our questions as well. To the ambassadors, we are always here willing to help you and to show you much more about Czechia.
Yeah, if you have any question, you can write it. And I think we still have a few minutes for questions or not. I don't know.
Yes, there's a little time left, but I want to thank you girls. Really, it was super nice and super welcoming for all the international students. Really glad to have you here today. And maybe I will just quickly mention one really important thing that you were also talking about, but I didn't mention it explicitly. Why was I suggesting that studying Czech language is a good idea? The thing is that if you study in the Czech language at a public or state institution, then your studies are for free completely. So you don't pay any tuition fees. So that's a strategy that many international students go for as well, that they start studying in English, their bachelor, for instance, and then once they learn Czech, they continue for their masters in Czech, or they go for 1 year preparatory English Czech course and then study in Czech. I'm so sorry, it's 1 a.m. here, so it's tough. But I hope that I was able to say the point. If not, feel free to contact us whenever you need to and ask all your questions.
Trial early next year for the very beginning of January. And now it's up to your time to check it to figure out the calendar.
Awesome. Thank you, ladies. Can you hear me here?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes.
Perfect. We do have some questions. I know that we ran out of time, but is it okay for you to stay just 3 more minutes to address this?
Sure.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Paul here is asking if it is possible to go for a postgraduate program.
Yes, it is possible to go for a postgraduate program. I was sending a link for our portal, and you can also search for postgraduate programs. Many students go here for their PhD, so definitely check that out. And if you need any help, you can use the email info@studyin.cz or just our Instagram or Facebook, and we'll try to find a perfect program just for you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Sandra. Here, Andrea is asking if there is any age limit to apply for the programs.
Well, there's no age limit. You can start studying whenever you want, whether you are 20, 30, 40. The only thing is that you need to have your previous education completed. So in case that you want to apply for a bachelor's, you need to have your secondary school education completed. If you are applying for a master's, then having finished your bachelor's, and that's it. But at any age, you can start studying here. Maybe the only thing is that some advantages, some discounts are limited by age, but the study itself, you can start whenever.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Here, Carlos is asking, can you talk a little bit about the notification of documents? I have no idea what this referred to, but maybe you do.
I would like to mention specifically from international students to international students for sure. It depends about officially you can check the information about the notification in the portal of a study in Czechia. We as well are going to write more about our experiences because it might really depend. Some of us, like me, for example, we can get some struggles because it might depend about how many hours you have studied or not previously. But for sure, it's 4,000 hours that you're gonna have completed for your previous high school, but it really might depends for each person. So we're not extending about the notification. Definitely, we're going to write much more about it, and we're going to let you know more accurately in our blog. But notification as well, you can find some of the information on the portal.
To overseeing Trump's January 6th federal election in the United States. According to court documents, Gabrielle Jones tried, like the judge was not threatening to kill anyone who went after former President Trump. And he says the 2020
Well,
election.
thank you, Ari. I wanted to say regarding the notification that the process is quite complicated. Yes, girls could tell you about it, that it requires patience, but also just write us and I will send you all the information and necessary links, also step-by-step manual, so you can get a better idea of how it works. I think that explaining it now here would take us quite a long time, so this will be a better way.
Perfect. Thank you so much, ladies. I'm so glad that you knew what that was because that's the first one for me, and I've been in the education industry for 3 years, so every day you learn something new.
Great.
Here, Mauricio is asking if you have any agreements with universities in Nicaragua.
What a good question. Any agreements like to come for an exchange or well, I can.
Maybe.
I'll
There's
quickly check that. I have a PDF file that should have it.
Awesome.
But even if there is no agreement, you still can use it's called free mover program, and you can switch between universities. Like you can start studying at a Czech university and then choose a university abroad. It's really up to you which one, and go there. It's not funded by any scholarship or any fund of European Union in this case. If there's an agreement, of course, it's better than the university usually gives you a scholarship for that.
May I
Okay.
just a little bit? Actually, from Brno, in Mendes University, we have direct we have direct partners with some universities in Nicaragua. It might depend. It might depend specifically from each university. So I might suggest that if you are having any questions, if they have certain certain agreements. As Sandra said, you can use the free movement tour, but in some others, you can just go to the official pages of each university and check the international relations section, and they would tell you all of the countries that they have partnerships with.
Awesome. Thank you, Ari, so
Thank
much.
you.
Yes, yeah, I
Sorry, go
think,
ahead.
yeah, thank you. I think that Mendel University in Brno and University of Hradec Králové have a bilateral agreement with Nicaragua's university, but that's it for now.
Well, it's something. Thank you so much for looking that information up.
Thank you, ladies. And I see Andrea already solved Paul's question, so that's great. So the last question that I'm going to ask, because I know we're 6 minutes after time, it's could you start a degree in English and then switch to Czech?
Mm-hmm. Well, as I was saying, you can, for instance, study your bachelor's in English and for your master's, start studying a program in Czech. So that's it. But you can't, well, as far as I know, you can't do it like in the middle of your bachelor's. That would be, well, possibly you could, but it wouldn't be that easy, and maybe not all the courses that you've taken and completed would be recognized, and there's a chance that you would have to repeat some of these. So the procedure that I was describing, like first doing your bachelor's in English and then your master's in Czech, would work. So that's it.
Yeah, or maybe also
Perfect.
like some of my friends are like they came here for an intensive Czech course, so they study Czech for 1 year, like many hours a day, and you have to study very good Czech, and after 1 year you can, like, if you feel prepared enough to take like lessons in Czech, you can just go for it. But I think it depends on you, like how much effort you want to put on learning Czech, like to the level that you can take a whole bachelor program in Czech. And it depends also like on the difficulty of your program. It's different if you want to study, I don't know, international relations to medicine. No? The vocabulary is very different between
Yeah.
the programs. So I think
Mm-hmm.
it depends
Great
on
point.
you, what do you want to study, if you are really good with the languages or.
Yeah, medicine is hard in any language. It's a really hard one. Awesome. And the last thing is, do you have any portal that you could share where they can check about the visa process?
Uh-huh. The visa process, of course. I will send a link. Let me find it. Yeah, it's always good to contact your local Czech embassy to get the up-to-date information. But here's a general guide for visa and entry formalities.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Guys, I'm so sorry, but we are 10 minutes past the hour and it is 1 a.m. in Czech Republic. So we will have
Oh, I can't hear you now. I don't know if others can, but
Yeah, and she appears like with the microphone on.
yeah, right. It's weird. No, we can't hear you. Ah, now,
Can you
yeah, I
hear me?
heard something. Yeah, all good now.
Yes. Oh, I
Mhm.
was playing with my AirPods case and I got
Ah,
disconnected. I'm so sorry. But
happens.
I
Now
was just saying that if you But okay, so guys, if you have any more questions, please don't hesitate to reach out because I'm sure that they will be super happy to help you. And even you can even contact Ari and Paulina if you have like questions about what to do. And it's always cool to chat with someone that has been there before. So thank you everyone for being here today, for sharing a little bit of your afternoons to listen to us. And thank you, ladies, for sharing your nights and sleeping late today so we can just get this amazing opportunity. Thank you, everyone, so, so much. And I hope to see you very soon.
Thank you.
Thank you
And
very
it
much.
was our pleasure.
Thank you so, so much. And yes, you can send all your questions to that email. So all good to go,
Definitely.
Osvar.
Yeah.
Awesome, guys. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening, night, depending on where you are in the world. And I'll see you next time.
See
Thank
you.
you very much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.